blanket. Do I get a kitty? Do I get a kitty? Oh, shit. You know what we should have done?
What should we have done?
Given him his you-know-what.
Oh, yes, we definitely should have.
Oh, yeah.
Which one of these did I have set up for this?
You just updated it,
Come to
so...
understand fear as I have.
That's not potion. No.
Did you break it?
Oh, there we go. There we go. GameCube. There. Okay. Sorry, folks. I'm an idiot.
You're not. You just misplaced something very important.
So, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
I'll get it for him, otherwise he's going to interrupt you within 5 minutes screaming
Yes,
at
we
you.
will. Apologies for the technical difficulties. I had to fix my OBS settings, and I forgot to before the stream. So, here we are, once again, we are playing Eternal Darkness, Sanity's Requiem. And this time, I actually have a save file that is at the appropriate location. So, we're going to get a chance to see this. Assuming it doesn't bug out like it did last time. The darkness comes. So, we left off, we were in this room. And we had found our codex, we found our scroll. So we had... Oh, nope. Enchant item. A torn scroll illustrated with a geometric symbol. It is accompanied by a small note. The note reads, "That which is broken shall be fixed. That which is dull will be sharp. Thus is the nature of the enchant item magic." So, and it requires Antorbach and Magramore, which, those runes are Magramore's item, Antorbach is project. So, project item.
I thought you were under the bed.
We used that to repair our green and blue urns previously, and we have filled them, so we're going to use it. Although the urn appears to sit correctly in place on the pressure plate, it does not appear to be heavy enough to depress it. Alright, well, that's because we're standing on it. Nope. Although the urns, yep, okay. And then, if we were not standing on it, it would have opened. So, 3 filled urns are sufficient to open the door. And if you've forgotten, we are Anthony. We are in Amiens, France, in 16 or 8 something AD.
So, you have come to return my book. Very well then. For your efforts, I promise a quick and merciful death.
Okay. There we go. And there's the bishop's key. A shrine to a god that bespeaks of an ancient evil that graced the earth before mankind walked its valleys.
Oh no, this is the cathedral it's supposed to be.
This effect of the curse here happens at fixed intervals throughout the game. Okay, let's try actually hitting the button. Fixed intervals throughout this stage, Anthony will be affected by the curse.
You can still visit this town. It exists, and it's got a lot of historical stuff.
MENs? Yeah.
Home to a cathedral, floating gardens, apparently really kick-ass
What's
grapes.
this?
What's going on here? No.
You may be mispronouncing it, but I don't know how to pronounce anything French.
No, it's Amiens. That's the pronunciation that given. The Trapper dimension sprawls in every direction. Whilst in this place, magic cannot be cast, and humans are subjected to odd phenomena. The portals cycle from color to color as time progresses, and only the quick will escape. So what we want is red. And the reason we want red is because right over here, that completely refills our health. Green and blue also give you back stuff. Blue gives you magicka, and green gives you sanity. We're trying to go with low sanity for reasons that will become clear. Trappers have no eyes, but can sense sound very well. If Anthony can sneak past them, they won't be trouble. So if you hold the X button, you can creep. And then move silently. And the game fucked up, and now we are upside down. Oh hey, look at that. I told you last time that this game messes with the player, not the character. That is one of the sanity effects that this game has. There are many, and hopefully we will be experiencing a lot of them, because they are fun. Kind of more zombie ourselves than anything else at this point. Dang. Okay. Before I go up there, let's enchant our weapon. I should have done this before the bishop. This is a Chaturga horror. We made short work of them. Mantarok zombies are not any significant problem. And here we can finally use the bishop's key.
fool for trying to save him, Anthony. His fate was decided many centuries ago, as is the fate of this world. Despite your faith, there is little to save you from the power of Chitauri.
Ooh, pretty.
I want one as a pet. That I can, like, bring on a leash and have it eat people I don't like. Ooh, I know exactly where I'll bring it first. And before I get political, I'll stop there.
Okay. Let's save, because apparently I gotta do this very carefully.
And often.
So, now, what did we learn from that last chapter? We learned how to cast spells. And we still know how to cast spells. Well, remember, we broke our second floor key. Well, we can fix things with the enchanting items. Ooh, that was weird. As I said, her sanity is dropping every time we do one of these chapters. So... the second floor, which we haven't been to before. A serene painting of a luscious mountain valley, delicately rendered in oils. Time has taken its toll on the surface, which is soiled with dirt and scratches. Little horse. Other paintings.
Cute turkey
Little marks on the floor. Looks like it saw fire. Here's a room. Some 38 revolver ammunition. That's not bad, but we don't have a 38 revolver. Chapter page has been hastily stashed behind the frame of this painting. Okay. I'll use that in a second, but I want to explore the rest of this. Oh, hey. That was weird. It's too dark in here to do anything. Perhaps the circuit has been broken? So the game won't actually let us do anything in there. The wallpaper in this section of the hallway is oddly marred, as though the wall it sits on is not even with the rest of the room. The stained glass depicts a glowing medieval maiden, luminous even with the faint light of the setting sun. The maiden clasps a piece of parchment in her hands. The window gives Alex a strange feeling, almost as if it is magical and not really there. A glowing field of energy protects the window. We'll have to learn how to deal with that. And if we go down the other hallway... Oh, wow. Hey, hello. Why are you... Okay. Well, you like what you see, buddy? Wiggle, wiggle. More revolver ammunition. Alex questions the presence of a lush landscape amidst these other morbid pieces. Could it be a single ray of hope encircled by the encroaching darkness? Well, we do have a dresser key. One of the drawers in the dresser curiously has no keyhole. In its place is a small triangular symbol, or a small triangular design flanked by a magical symbol. Okay, well, I guess we can't do anything with that. And the bathroom. Finally, we can take a shit. A page from the journal of Maximilian Roivas. We'll have to take a look at that. Let's take a look at the bathtub. Ah, lovely jump scare. This is a page from Maximilian Roivas' journal. It reads, "Everything that brightened my life now engulfs me in darkness. I fed on the light of truth, yet starved on the shadow of lies. I have learned through my lifetime, but no less than a newborn baby." And we got 20 rounds of 38 ammo. But let's go ahead and use the next chapter page, shall we?
Dreams. Modern psychology offers only unproven theories. Some see them as the meaningless tossing and turning of a brain settling into a restful sleep. Others see them as laden with symbols of our unconscious desires. To still others, dreams represent the upwelling of the archetypes, normally hidden deep within the recesses of the human collective unconscious. Of one thing I am certain. After a brush with the ancients, our dreams metamorphosize into nightmares.
This is Persia, 565 AD, so again, before the previous chapter.
I have implored you for years, yet you ignore all my advances. You dominate my dreams, and I can think of nothing else. I fear I desire you many 100 times more than you love me.
My life has become a waking dream, Karim. For weeks, I have
Pretend you
dreamed of
can't
an
see
ancient
the
treasure,
please.
so precious that it changes all life around it. It must
Well, Charles
be mine,
Dickens would have wanted to see your
Karim.
nipples then.
If you truly desire me, as you say, then you will find this for me. Bring this treasure to me, and I will be yours. Both of our dreams will come true.
I need nothing more than you. You have enthralled me to the point where I can think of nothing else. Promise, if I leave, you will not forget about me.
You need not worry. I desire nothing more than the treasure that you seek. Leave now, Karim, and I shall await you.
Well, this looks familiar, doesn't it? Alright, so we have a talisman. We can use that to heal ourselves. We have a tulwar. The tulwar is a curved blade with a heavy chopping edge. Most tulwars had a circular hilt and pommel, making them easy to recognize. Tulwar is a Turkish weapon. And we also have shakram. The shakram was a favored throwing weapon through Central Asia in medieval times. A balanced ring of metal, sometimes beautifully decorated. It would be hurled at an attacker. Heavy chakrams could sever limbs or heads. However, they were not designed to return to the thrower. We have 19 of them, which is an odd number. Also, chakrams are primarily an Indian weapon, so it's a little odd that we have them, but I mean, you know, I guess. But notice where we are. This is really familiar, right? A man's corpse lies fallen. Wounds cover the exposed flesh of his body where his armor has failed. Like, this is in fact the same temple that, what's-his-face, Pius Augustus found. We have actually seen every level of this game. There are only 4. The temple in Persia. Oh, it won't let me save yet? Okay, fine. The temple in Persia, excuse me. There's a temple in Persia, the temple in Angkor Thom, Cambodia, the cathedral in Amiens, France, and the Roybus estate in Rhode Island.
Oh, it's Rhode Island. I thought it was Massachusetts.
No, it's Rhode Island. Those 4 locations, with one minor exception, are really the only locations in this game. We'll just keep revisiting them in different time periods with different layouts.
And different levels of decay.
Yep. Elia. Pius Augustus. Yep, we remember you. And now we see Anthony. Again, Anthony and Elia, their chapters take place hundreds of years after this, so the timeline is all kinds of fucked up. The text here is exactly the same as it was for Anthony, right?
Yes, sir. I've clutched it on. Now I'm playing with you. I'm clutching with you. Okay, you're done.
Okay.
I'm gonna play in a box. That's fine.
Come on, guys. Kareem's got some quick moves with his Talwar. And a pretty vicious finisher.
Pay attention to my game. If you want me to pay attention, you gotta pay attention. You're just gonna be this. Just lay your butt across my lap.
The layout of this level is definitely going to be different than the layout was back in Pius Augustus' time. Preventing them from getting back up. A statuette vaguely resembling a man sits atop a low pedestal. Yeah, we're gonna take that. Turga zombies are a little bit of a bitch to deal with. Taking off their head makes them very aggressive. There. A new rune. Well, that's interesting. Okay.
Okay, little. It's just your brother battling around in the kitchen.
This barrier ensures that you actually got the rune from the room before.
Yeah, you don't want to miss that. It's important.
Yes. Grab a torch. Codex. And another statuette. I'm actually going to recover a little bit of sanity here because you want to be low sanity, not dead. Hey. Okay, so what we're gonna do now, we put the statues on 2 of them, and then stand on the 3rd. This is one of the few things that ranged weapons are actually good for in this game. They almost always are terrible. You should never rely on them if you can avoid it. But they're good for killing trappers. The shrine has risen from the floor, exposing what appears to be a lifting mechanism. Should Kareem use the device to descend? Yes. That's the opposite of what a lifting mechanism does. Okay. Dead guy? Cool, cool. A man lies dead, anointed in blood from the ravages of a Tulwar sword. The wounds, deep and numerous, seep fresh blood, precise yet powerful. The result of a man's action, not a monster's. Should Kareem retrieve the Tulwar? Yes. Okay, so now we have dual Tulwars. That's kick-ass.
You can fight like a Gerudo warrior.
Yep.
Except you're the wrong gender.
Now, with the dual Tulwars, it's actually better to just do your neutral, non-aimed attack. He also picks up a cool new finisher. Another dead man. Who were these men whose corpses littered the dungeon? Unwary soldiers who stumbled inside? Or grave robbers looking to plunder it? A crumpled scroll lies under the dead man's curled fingers. So there's the recover scroll. We're gonna need that. See that with his dual Tulwar, Kareem is a friggin' Ginsu monster. No. Get off me. If those things get you, it can be an instant kill. And you don't get much sanity back from killing them.
No.
So you want to be very careful with those. Come on. Now, the coruscating barrier blocks Kareem's progress. Its shimmering energies creates an undulating vision of a rune upon its surface. Basically, we have to have that rune to go through that door. We'll save it real quick. Kareem's stage is where the difficulty actually starts to spike up a bit. Good thing I saved. So, that can happen. Kareem has perished at the hands of the Eternal Darkness. With no one to stop their diabolical plans, humanity will surely be annihilated. And it kicks you back to the beginning of the game. So let's handle this a little smarter this time. We want to do targeted attacks on this guy because his head is where he's vulnerable, or at least most vulnerable. We don't have the runes for this, but a tattered scroll from an ancient text. It reads, "This spell enables the transfer of magical power from the environment to the self. Restoration of the body, spirit, and mind is this spell's purpose. It requires Narokath and Santak runes. We don't have those. But we do have this, and we can enchant our Tolmar. Let's retreat real quick. Oops.
Did you just explode?
Yep. Another sanity effect. Sometimes, when casting spells, you will just randomly explode. Yeah. Ah. There. Okay. So we got a rune and a codex. So this is self. So let's see what we can do with self. try project self. Nope, that's nothing. I have a feeling that this... Yep. Now, unfortunately, the recover spell, not so great in our circumstances because we only have the Zeltoth rune. Let's use this again. We only have the Zeltoth rune. Which means... Oh. Well, I just ran right into that. The Zeltoth rune means that we will only be able to recover sanity. Because Zeltoth is the sanity one. Just taking advantage of the free hit, so we're good. Allow me to demonstrate. See, we recover a little bit of sanity, but not health. We need Turga to recover health. See, we haven't had to deal with this yet, but spells have alignments. Oh, hey.
My dear Alex, I will always be at your side. There are times when insanity takes hold, and nothing seems right. During those times, I will help you. Fear not, for I will keep the darkness away.
This isn't really happening.
And there's the codex that tells us that that rune is in fact Narokath. Now, we could try and do absorb item, but that also doesn't work. Remember this room? Pius Augustus had to solve a short puzzle in here, but now Kareem just finds this. A large Ramdao broadsword protrudes from a solid pedestal made of stone. It awaits its next owner. Should Kareem try to pull the sword from the stone? Yeah.
You see the king of England?
Yes. Worth noting, the Ramdao is a Chinese broadsword. Dao is like a Chinese word meaning like sword or some shit.
Really?
This is a Ramdao broadsword, typified by its long, broad blade and heavy cutting edge. A formidable weapon, it enables its user to strike at many enemies at once and still keep distance. With a sweep, Kareem can knock down enemies and can cause extreme damage with an overhead attack. So, they ain't kidding about that overhead attack, and that's what the sweep does.
Yeah, it's a Hindu ritualistic sacrificial sword.
Kind of weird that it would be in Persia, but...
Well, it's also for sacrificing, so it's kind of fitting in this game. Especially with what's coming up. I won't spoil it.
That all you got? Ah, come on. Get off. The nice thing about the Ramdao is that it often will not just decapitate enemies, but split them in half. If they're split in half, they can't regenerate. I know. It's okay. I gotta get rid of this guy though. Okay. So now we actually have a spell that we can cast to heal ourselves. Really? So, we haven't had to deal with spell alignments previously, but now we do. Also, I gotta remember, where is the figurine in this chapter? I do not remember, actually. In case I don't find it. We'll definitely want to find the effigies age. So, right here, we have to actually enchant our Ramdao with specifically Chaturga. The Ancients are arrayed in kind of a paper, rock, scissors type of deal.
Or Pokemon.
Oh, we're sinking into the floor. We're sinking into the floor, guys.
This isn't happening.
Seriously, that shit happens all the time. So, Chaturga trumps Zeltoth. Zeltoth trumps Ulioth. Ulioth trumps Chaturga. We need... Let's see what's up here first. We need all three of them to be able to beat the game, because we're going to need... Oh, there it is. A ruby effigy stands on the pedestal centered in the... Yeah, we'll take that. We'll take that ruby effigy. That will come in handy in a later chapter. This is actually an optional room. You don't have to go in there at all. Oh, this is bad. Hey. Those were hallucinations. All of them. Along the length of the corridor, the ceiling has given way and collapsed, littering the floor with debris. Should I climb over the rubble? Yes, climb over the rubble. Like I said, Chichurga trumps Zeltoth, so this is a Zeltoth horror. We have our Ramdao enchanted with Chichurga, so we can one-shot them. That's not true of all of them, but it is true of that type. One of the few places in the game where you actually have to use the Book of Eternal Darkness. Definitely going to save. This is the end of the chapter, and there's a large fight coming. Okay. That's a cheap shot, dude. Yes, he is. I don't know why I can't get it. No must sign, just cast it. With an unenchanted Rambo, kill him. So. Get rid of his corpse. Oh, hey! Remember this from the beginning of the game? The one that we didn't choose. An effigy resembling a warped angel, some shaped from dark green emerald, hovers effortlessly above the pedestal. Should Kareem claim this artifact? Yeah, what could happen?
Kareem, we will be together forever.
Chandra? What happened to you?
Things change, my dear Kareem. But even though my body is ravaged, I await you.
Who did this to you?
You were gone so long. I gave myself to a nobleman with a jealous mistress. She had me dragged from my bed, and in cruel revenge, flensed with knives. As as the last blades were drawn across my body and my blood cooled upon the floor, she cursed that I would only be with another in death.
So much for thinking only of me. I should never have left.
I have seen my folly and have already paid dearly. I see so much more now. In death, I know the true value of the artifact which I asked you to find, and it is not for us to possess. If we are to be together again, you must make a sacrifice. Only when that is complete will we be together.
Sacrifice? Why should I do anything for you? You lied to me, betrayed me, and you really don't look so good anymore.
You must forget the past. Despite who you are now, you will also become something more, just as I have. But the sacrifice must be made. We must remain here and guard the artifact. Dark things will come to claim it, and you must be strong to keep it from them. Without your sacrifice, the world will fall into eternal darkness.
We'll fall into the title.
The things I do for love.
Get it now? The Remington being a sacrificial blade? Yeah. I love how little things just tie together in this.
Yes. And so Kareem dies. The end.
Just kidding.
I mean, that is the end of his chapter. He really did die.
Yes, he did die, but that's not the end of the game.
No. To be continued. Sanity's redemption coming soon.
Just kidding.
I love that. So yeah, the game really likes to mess with you.
Save it.
Oh yeah, good idea.
Because this game likes to go screwy. Is that something floating? Oh no, it's just the light. It was like, what is that weird floating thing?
God damn it, I got it. Hello?
Hello?
Remember me, Alex?
This isn't really happening!
Hey, look at that. We've seen that before. Okay. Among the pantry contents is a spice jar with a scrap of paper hidden inside. A firmly sealed glass spice jar. The faint aroma of Arabian spices is tantalizingly emanating from it. There's a piece of paper inside it. Yes, open the jar. Time for another chat.
With the glowing space eyeball.
My liege, the future is yours. The light in the age of darkness has been extinguished.
Charlemagne.
The pillar of flesh has been constructed.
Something that hasn't
The
happened.
master of chaos, the keeper of the ancients, is long dead.
Mantarok.
The
Sorry.
planets will be in alignment soon. All is prepared for your arrival. I will begin the final incantation that will bring you into our world within days. The next millennium will truly usher in a new age. Your guardians, now prepare the gate.
Interesting, eh? The lurking horror. Let's use it.
I will not argue that I was shocked by the sudden mention of one of my ancestors, the distinguished Dr. Maximilian Roivas. It chilled me to my bones. Where had this ancient book come from? How had my ancestors stumbled upon it? I feverishly began to read more, eager to learn his story. It seems that Maximilian had inherited his father's mansion, just as I had. Alone since the death of his wife, and since his children had their own adult lives, he explored the house to discover his family roots.
Roivas family estate, Rhode Island, 1760 AD. Far and away the most recent chapter we've seen.
It has been 2 weeks since the death of my father, and it has finally come to me to look over the mansion. Now, I am truly alone, and forced to start a new life here in Rhode Island. I intend to make the mansion mine, and live in it as my forefathers have, to continue the family tradition. The mansion has its secrets, I'm sure, and in my time here, I have to make them mine.
One of my favorite chapters.
Yes, this one is great. So, flintlock pistol ammunition. Great. A desk cluttered with notes and writs, mostly business to do with the Roivas estate. A small collection of Maximilian's medical journals, references, and reports.
It freaked out.
Yeah, it freaked out. Okay, good thing that I saved it right before going into the last chapter. So, give me a second here to... I gotta completely close out and come back in here.
God, gotta love Dolphin, huh?
Deep
Yeah.
darkness peering. Long I stood there, wondering, fearing.
Yeah. Okay, great. Just a second, guys. I apologize, but
That's this game.
yep, it's that's this emulator. Really, it's a little unstable. Like GameCube emulation isn't perfect yet.
But
It's
that's
a lot.
okay.
It's a lot more complicated than like emulating, say, an NES. So,
Oh, we have somebody else?
it's just math.
Oh,
It's just math.
Hey, now.
Hello, Meph. Welcome to whatever this is. We are gonna have to sit through that
Cutscene again.
that cutscene again.
Hello?
Remember me, Alex.
It can't be happening!
Oh, but it is.
By the way, you can be interrupted when spellcasting, and if you are, then the spell you cast will fail.
I kind of wish we could skip this, but
Yeah, I mean, it's okay. These are cool. So we'll just watch it again.
My liege, the future is yours. The light in the age of darkness has been extinguished. The pillar of flesh has been constructed. The master of chaos, the keeper of the ancients, is long dead. The planets will be in alignment soon. All is prepared for your arrival. I will begin the final incantation that will bring you into our world within days. The next millennium will truly usher in a new age. Your guardians, now prepare the gate.
It's unclear when that conversation takes place. I'll demonstrate though how you can fail to cast a spell. See? But it's unclear when that conversation that they were just having takes place. It could be
I will not argue that I was
close
shocked
to
at a
2000 AD,
of one of my ancestors.
but it could also
The
be
distinguished Dr. Maximilian
prior to
Rojas.
this chapter
It
or
chilled me to my bones.
prior to Edward's chapter. All
Where
three
does
of those
ancient
make
book come
sense
from?
internally,
How had my ancestors
and
stumbled
it's never
upon it?
specified how long the ritual that he's
I
performing will
feverishly
take.
began to read more.
It could literally
eager
be
to learn
decades,
his story.
so who knows?
It seems that Maximilian had inherited his father's mansion, just as I had. Alone since the death of his wife, and since his children had their own adult lives, he explored the house to discover his family roots.
I think Maximilian's
It has been
what ends up happening to him at the end of his chapter is my favorite in the entire game.
Come to me
By the
to
way,
look
so.
over the mansion. Now I am truly alone.
And if you may, I don't know if you noticed, but like this guy is the ghost that we saw
to make the mansion
on the second floor enter that like walled off door.
to continue the family tradition.
That's the same
The
guy.
mansion
So
has its secrets, I'm sure. And in my time here, I have to make them mine.
and let me guess, I can't save. Oh no, I can. Okay. Okay. Just more of his and stuff. Whoa. Really?
Again?
Yeah. Crashed again.
Huh.
Alright, well, let's try this again.
Do you have to go through all that stuff again?
No, I was able to save it
Okay.
in Maximilian's
Into that
chapter.
darkness
So,
peering.
come on. I don't know why it's having so much trouble with Fatty McGee here. There. Maybe now it'll behave a little more. Servant is preoccupied with his duties. A state-of-the-art interior outhouse, polished teak and mahogany finish. It is truly a sight to behold and experience. They probably did take them off in private, but, you know. Maybe he's just, a weirdo. So here, we can clearly see that there is a door here. The door to the servants' quarters is securely locked. Maximilian, however, can't help but feel uneasy. An ominous presence lurks behind that door, making the hairs on his neck stand on end. And this is completely different. A stained glass window, resplendent with bright colors and exquisite workmanship. There's something odd about it, perhaps the curious detail of its shapes and content. Painting has a quaint, reassuring feeling behind the brushwork, which is probably why it has been kept in the family for as long as it has. The carriage clock is upstairs now, by the way. More flintlock ammo. You never have too much. Really? Are you kidding me? Okay, it crashed again. Now, am I gonna have to start saving this like every
Deep into
couple
the
of
darkness
minutes?
peering.
I would use save states, but like I'm not super confident in Dolphin's save states. All right, trying this a third, fourth time. The good news is that like we don't have to go visit the John again because we've already seen that, and there's nothing to pick up over there. I will save you after every interaction if I have to, game. On the bedside table is an open letter. Yeah, let's take a look at this letter. Letter number 1. A letter written with some precision in longhand. Dear friend, the antiquity of which you ask is indeed the Tome of Eternal Darkness, or a copy of it at least. Its secrets are still hidden from me, for I have been unable to read it, as have most scholars who have tried. It will remain within the sanctity of the mansion, for in the wrong hands it would be a powerful weapon. Pursue it if you will, but beware its magic. It is a harsh mistress. Aaron Roydness. Oh, and we also have a flintlock pistol. The French flintlock holster pistol was in use from the 1680s. As a muzzle-loaded pistol, its rate of fire is rather low, but it packs a powerful punch. And a medical journal, used to take notes on medical and pathological analyses. A stone tablet carved with strange pictograms is displayed on the mantelpiece. An odd conversation piece, to be sure. The servant mutters under his breath, not realizing that Max is nearby. He appears to be distressed at his lot in life, working all the time. This has got me paranoid. I'm going to really seriously have to start. The mirror's grim reflection returns Max's questioning gaze. His face racked with sleepless nights, and a strange gleam in his eye hint at a growingly odd demeanor. More flintlock ammo? Nice bathtub. Really?
Again?
Yes, again. Oh my god. How is this chapter in particular so
Deep
unstable?
into that darkness peering.
I have no idea what's causing this, because like the other chapters, like we had issues with some of the other chapters, but like restarting the emulator always fixed them. This time it's just crash, 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 crash. Hey, guess what? I'm gonna give this one more try.
Do you have to look at the paintings?
It's not looking at the paintings. It's just going through doors and stuff. It just randomly crashes like that. Alright. Once this loads in, I'm going to try taking a save state. And we'll see if loading a save state... Okay. Oh my god, we managed to get out of the fucking second floor hallway. Maybe it's gonna be stable now. Bidding Maximilian a courteous good day, the servant returns to his duties. Well, here's the thing. Another letter. Let's take a look at letter number 2. A letter scrawled by a panicked hand with clotted ink. Dear friend, the house has been forsaken by the ancients. I dare not enter it for fear of my mortal soul. I would suggest that you leave also. Bring the book. It is a far more potent tool than you have learned, and may well swing the balance in our favor. A. Roivas. An oil painting of the mansion's foyer hangs on the wall. Max wonders why the artist would paint an inaccurate picture of one end of the room with such detail and clarity that it approaches realism. The illustration features a collection of strange lined designs related to each other in a cyclical manner. There appears to be some significance to it, but it isn't particularly evident. Like I said, Shaturga beats Zelatoth, Zelatoth beats Ulyaoth, Ulyaoth beats Shaturga. The wall is decorated with a colored triangular design. Although Max has seen this particular embellishment time and again, its significance still evades him. Look at that, the wing with the library in it hasn't even been built yet. Another weird codex. A pump handle is sitting on a barrel inside the pantry. What is it doing there? Sorry. Whilst going about her duties, the servant casually remarks about a strange quality hanging in the air. This odd comment makes Maximilian feel like something is quite amiss. Why would she say that? A cozy fireplace is the focal point of the kitchen, lending a good deal of warmth to the austere room at night. Yep, more flintlock ammo. Can never have too much. And here's the room with the piano, but there's no piano in here at this time period. The servant inquires if Maximilian requires anything of service. Nope. There's something written beneath the image. When darkness spreads its wings before my master Turga's greatest foe, the path to truth will be opened. His greatest foe? Well, that would be Ulyaoth.
You might want a quick save off. But I think it just crashed.
It did. And save states definitely do not work, because trying to load a save state crashed the game. Okay, ignore for this session. Okay. Deterministic GPU is recommended for this game if not set already. Let me check my options. Deterministic. Interface. Advanced. Yeah, if you could send that to Nick or Fana, and because I don't see where the deterministic GPU is set in here.
Tis sent.
Okay. Could you,
It's in the sisterhood.
yeah, could you come over here and show me?
I don't know what good that's going to do.
Let's see. Um,
You could just use my phone. It's fine.
let's see.
Let's talk about it when you're done.
Let's see here. Apologize, guys. Here. Let's see. I'm not seeing it. Yeah, I'm not seeing it, unfortunately. I'll have to do some research outside of the game. It's probably... Well, I have no idea. Okay. What's this? A curled scroll of aged parchment sits atop a stack of dusty books. It is covered with strange diagrams and writings. The Reveal Invisible spell scroll. Well, that sounds useful. An ornamental saber. Okay, well, let's check that. Cavalry swords, like this saber, were used chiefly as an item of ceremonial dress for officers. The brass knuckle guard was a style popular with both American and English cavalry officers in the second half of the 18th century. Well, let's equip that. An aged flintlock pistol. So now we have dual flintlocks. That's kind of useful. And of course, yes, let's take the Book of Eternal Darkness. As Max lifts the Tome of Eternal Darkness, a letter slips out from between its pages. Deftly, Max catches it as it drops towards the floor. A letter scrawled almost indecipherably by a wavering hand. Dear friend, as I suspected, the ruins of Anga, that blasted necropolis, lie deep under the site of the mansion. The accursed servants of Churga are so close I can almost hear their chittering. There is a secret opening in the basement, and from there we can gain access. I urge you to gather some men and seal it, or better still, destroy that damn place. I have stowed something that you will find useful on the upper level. Look to the light, and you will find it. I wish that I could be at your side, but my ailment worsens daily, and I know my time is short. A.R. Okay. Attempt autopsy. Well, well.
Oh, fantastic.
A new entry has been placed in Maximilian's medical journal. It can be accessed from the journal section of the tome. Okay, great. So, yeah, some of his servants are actually monsters. There. Got him. Let's attempt autopsy on this guy.
I can't believe this.
I love the extra little kick. Cold moonlight filters in through grime-stained windows. Even with Certain's cleaning every day, the house never seems to get very clean, as if the very nature of the house itself is soiled. I can't see it, actually, because I just killed it. So, we have Reveal the Invisible. That's cool. Let's try Project Area. Oh, we discovered a new spell. Can we also project self? No. We have absorb and project, self, area, and item. Oh yeah, and we're being ridiculously careful with saves because it's crashing on us every few minutes, which is cool. Oh, also, we're low on health, so there we go. Yay, look at this. Max spies an envelope that has fallen behind the pedestal. Fallen, perhaps, or been hidden there. Despite his excitement at the discovery, Max senses something odd about it. A sense of evil. Should Max retrieve the sealed envelope? Yes. Well, I guess that explains why the stained glass window is different in Alex Roivas's era. Well, this is weird. Let's enchant, and it's Ulioth, so we want Zeltoth.
And why Zelda?
I don't mind it stuttering, as long as it actually works.
Interrupted?
No. Hit. Now we have the Zelatoth room. Okay. Oh. Well, we appear to be getting smaller.
This isn't really happening.
I just did this for the autopsy entry. So, Now we have the Reveal Invisible spell, as well as spell 9, which we don't know what it is yet. But we want to reveal Invisible Ulioth. Ulioth beats Churga. Door is locked. Where's the
Sapiens silent his dies.
Oh, well, our head just fell off, so... well, that's one arm. Okay, well, that's both arms. Okay.
This isn't really happening.
What? Key to the basement. All of the servants are now bonkers, which is fine, so are we. Okay, no key there.
Sapiens silent his dies.
Here. Where is this key? A hellish depiction of some monstrous landscape. A blood-colored sky hangs over a demented, surreal land in which flayed skins flap in an acidic breeze. What mind could have conceived this? That's kind of cool. And we're up somewhere.
What's going on here?
Basement key. Basement key. Cackling gleefully, the servant casually tosses what appears to be a human organ into a nearby pot. Stirring carefully, she assures Maximilian that it will be a meal to be long remembered. Basement key, basement key. Oh, duh. A paper envelope sealed with a glob of melted wax. An odd rune is pressed into the wax. There appears to be something heavy inside. Should Maximilian open it? Yes. In fairness, Anya, Maximilian is actually a medical doctor, so, like, he presumably would know better than we would what a human organ looks like. Inside the envelope is a letter addressed to one of Max's father's aides. And the basement key. The letter, written in a scrawling hand, reads, "Dear friend, as I expected, the beasts are drawing closer to our discovery. They want the book for themselves, it seems, and do not want us to have it in our possession. I have taken steps to ensure that their ilk will not touch the key in this envelope, should you fall prey to their claws. The envelope containing the basement key has been sealed with a corrosive magic. If one not aligned to us tries to handle it, it will be released, inflicting pain, suffering, and a grievous blow to their sanity, should they have any left. Be swift with your task. A.R." Okay. Okay. There we go. Downstairs. Let's attempt an autopsy.
Amazing.
Damage spell scroll.
Did it again?
It did it again. Fortunately, I saved right outside the door, so...
Deep into that darkness peering.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to edit INI files, Anya, which is not something that I can really do mid-game, so... Once again, I kill these idiots.
Never seen anything like this.
It won't let me save in mid-fight. So I'm gonna have to kill this thing. So the damage field spell scroll. And And yep,
Did it again.
did it again. Did it again. We're almost to the end of this chapter, and I'm hoping that his is the only one that's going to be like this.
Deep into that darkness peering.
Yeah, great, great. And here we can use the pump handle. What the heck?
Is it really happening?
Interesting, interesting. Okay, and we've discovered the damage field spell.
I've never seen anything like this.
Okay. Max is incredulous at the sight, a desolate ruin of a fantastic city, built into a huge, naturally formed cave. Jutting spires and looming buildings poke through the dense fog. Light ebbs through the city, crackling in the wake of the energy spilling from a light source held aloft by unseen forces. So yeah, that's a thing. There's an entire city underneath the mansion. While we're doing this, let's see. We had protect area. What if we did protect self? And while we're at it, let's actually check to see what these do. A torn scroll with magical equations and notes upon it. It reads, "With this enchantment, the invisible is rendered visible. Use it wisely, for some things are invisible for a reason, and mortal kind is not meant to see them." Requires Narrowcath and Regermore. And this one, this incantation exerts a force of mystical power within the confines of its runes. Nothing may enter till it is dispelled. This requires Bankarok and Regermore. What runes do we have now? Protect, Absorb, Project, Self, Area, and Item. Protect item doesn't do anything, and Project really only works with like item and area, I believe. But we also have spell 7, which is Protect Self, and spell 9, which is Project Area. And we'll see how both of those work. In fact, let's cast Protect Self. And let's do it with Google. Ooh, we got little doodly bobs around us. Let's also enchant our sword. This is a Chaturga garden. Don't want to get too close to the glowing button because it will actually attack you.
The accursed beast was dead, but not without its toll on me. That was but one. There was an entire city of them. I could not hope to fight them all alone. I knew I had to get help. I knew there was a way. I just had to find it.
3 months later.
I tried to tell them, but they wouldn't listen to me. Damn them. Damn their eyes. They didn't believe me. Strange creatures. The world in peril from unseen foes. The darkness. Instead, they jeered and threw me into this forsaken place. A place of empty souls and fevered thoughts, reeking of fetter and decay. Thinking me mad with delirium. The fools cast away their hopes of salvation, but locking me in this damned asylum. May the rats eat your eyes! I am now lost to your cause! The darkness comes! It will damn us all!
The Jefferson and Coombs Sanitarium, Rhode Island. I have no idea if that's a real place, but I am assuming that it is. Let's immediately save. Okay. So, we got a bunch of autopsies done in the last chapter. Let's take a look at them.
Corpses, lumbering, rotting cadavers. What contrivance could have wrought this abomination? Disease, science, blasphemous occult rituals. How can something so dead yet be so alive and hungry? They lust for flesh, human flesh, and feast upon all the sweet breads a man has to offer.
Yeah. You can look at these during Maximilian's chapter as well, but if you do that, he doesn't give you the voiceover, and the voiceover is half the fun, which is why I didn't look at these before. Chaturga's up.
These wretched creatures, these flayed corpses, wandering, decrepit, soulless vessels, content only to gnaw on human meat, to spill human blood, even headless, their hate for the living grew in propensity, flailing maniacally in their bloodlust, killing anything close. There are worlds beyond this one, worlds as we've never seen. Nor can we. Our eyes do not open far enough. Try it. Try holding your eyes open. You can try holding them open as much as you want, but you'll never see, never ever see the world beyond the veil. The veil of reality. It's there to protect us from them. The ancients, the darkness, that which we cannot understand. Nor should we. Welcome the oblivion of ignorance, for to have knowledge is to be damned.
Trapper, there's only one entry for Trapper. There are trappers for each ancient, but they all do the same thing and are functionally identical, except for color.
They are amongst us. I knew they would come after me, for I knew their devices, their depraved methods, creatures wearing human skins as we wear clothes to cover their hideousness from our eyes, so they might consort insidiously with our species, infiltrating, manipulating, playing us against each other. Damn our eyes! We are blind to them, but I knew. Oh yes, I knew. I knew they were there, plotting behind that door. One has to be careful. One must separate their heads from their bodies. And yes, fire is the key to purge their souls from this earth, sending them whimpering to their masters in the beyond.
Yeah, Maximilian was a little crazy.
A little. That's kind of an understatement.
A behemoth of hatred incarnate. What manner of creature is that? A ton of flesh and sinew, wielding muscles thick as ropes strung onto claws that could crush stone and sever metal as though it were threshed wheat. Crushing, cutting. The walls shook with each step it took. Oh, the horror! An abomination. Its physiology remarkably abstract. No real organs or anything. It shouldn't work. But it did. And the mouths, those gnashing scythes of teeth. I tell you, it existed only to eat, to consume, to gnaw, to bite, to devour. They came from the darkness, chittering spider-like parasites infesting the city. Enga! They killed the city's inhabitants, using them for food, for slaves, for play. In the city's last dark, doomed days, blood filled the waterways, drained upon the streets, a proud, mighty race, now nothing but bloody goblets of meat in the gutters. So it has been for eons. The Guardians, those eternal parasites, still swarm in that necropolis, feeding on those that live in ignorance many miles above us. Damn you, listen to me! They feed on us! The darkness comes, It will consume us all. We must fight them, or all is lost.
So there we go. Now, we only get the Chaturga stuff because he only did autopsies on the Chaturga stuff. There was no Ulyath or Zeltov zombies or anything for him to examine. You have to play multiple times to get all of the autopsies. For now, though, if you remember, upstairs, there was a drawer. Yeah, you still hanging out? Okay. Right here. And we can reveal invisible. Using the reveal invisible spell has made the keyhole appear. The dresser still appears to be locked, however. Well, we can solve that problem. We found the dresser key. Yes, open the drawer. Inside is a chrome finish revolver and a tattered page from the Tome of Eternal Darkness. Yes, retrieve the items.
Our guardians have located the Heart Master. Before the month is out, it shall be ours.
Do not underestimate the power of Mantarok, Warlock. Its power cannot be defined in terms you understand. For 7 centuries, its corpse has corroded your universe.
And during those 7, the denizens of the region have been either destroyed or driven away. There is nothing, no one to stop us from collecting it. Mantarok and its essence lie unprotected in the jungle.
Then waste no more time. Retrieve it immediately. And pray to me that you do. Time is running short. And without me, you are mere flesh and bone. Remember that.
The ancients' influence was incredible. From all walks of life to all parts of the world, their tendrils crept and wrought their insidious damage. Their prisons decayed constantly as their guardians' work continued. I discovered mention of a breakthrough in satellite radar imaging that revealed the presence of a hitherto unknown temple mound in the Angkor Thom region of Cambodia. An archaeologist of some repute, Dr. Edwin Lindsay, took it upon himself to investigate the area, to reveal the secrets of history. Unfortunately, the local government at the time thought differently, requiring that Lindsay find other means into the country and to finance the expedition. He found these in Paul Augustine, a collector of rare items who professed an interest in the discovery and agreed to help. After a dysentery-riddled 2-week venture, Lindsay and Augustine located the remains of an ancient city temple dating back to the 12th century.
Angkor Thom region, Cambodia, 1983 AD. So even more recent than the last one.
Yes, this is it. It has to be. I hadn't expected the information to pan out, but here it is. The satellite data was correct.
For years, I have searched for it without success. Here, all along, clouded from us beneath the great ancient's insidious magic. I am very pleased with your performance, Dr. Lindsay. Very pleased. In fact, so pleased that I will give you an early bonus.
My God!
You are a scholar, Dr. Lindsay, not a warrior. In that regard, I have several centuries more experience than you.
If you couldn't tell from his name who he
Die
was.
quietly, and you will not suffer. You cannot escape me, Lindsay. This place will be your tomb, just as it is Mantarok's. Guardians of Jaturga, kill him!
He's just kind of like, okay, what's this now? So they're starting us right off in a fight, which is why I saved previously, because you won't get a chance to save until you kill this thing. Let's check our kukri. The unusual L shape of the kukri gives the weapon a significant advantage in close quarters. The combination of a cutting edge on the inside curve of the blade and heavy weight of the blade tip gives the kukri immense chopping power. A Remington M870 shotgun, slightly modified with an extended tube magazine, choke barrel, rifle sights, and bayonet lug. This is the same shotgun used by the U.S. Marine Corps since 1960. Are you kidding me?
And that's where it locked up.
That's where it locked up. Well, I mean, that's okay. I wasn't planning to do Edwin Lindsay's chapter anyway. I just wanted to get the introduction out of the way. So I guess next time we will see Lindsay fight whatever that thing is, and hopefully I will have my emulator issues sorted out by then. But thank you guys for tuning in. We still have several chapters to go. This story is not even close to finished, and we're gonna start seeing some real interesting shit. So, yeah, should be very fun. Monday, of course, is gonna be Nick's picks. She's playing more Big Sky Trooper. That'll be cool. Tuesday is two-player Tuesday. We're going to be playing Zombies Ate My Neighbors. And Wednesday, it's back to Never Been Played, and we're going to be busting out Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse, and possibly Super Castlevania 4, if we get to that one. I don't know. We'll see.
Depends on how frustrated I get with 3.
Yeah, 3 is hard. Like, I mean, I know all of them are hard, but 3 is hard. Like, hard as balls. So, anyway, lots of cool stuff coming, and of course, when I can get time in, I'm continuing the playthrough of Fallout 4, Oblivion, Skyrim, Control, and there's an Abduction series that I got to get around to doing at some point too. So, yeah, lots of stuff coming this month. Most of it's spooky, but not all of it. So, see you guys next time. Like I said, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you later.